The first Sunday in our building was really exciting. There weren't a lot of us. There's maybe about 100, 150 people, which we thought was huge for an Easter Sunday morning. There was a sense of expectation. We were really excited not only about Easter, but what God was going to do and what He had in front of us and what He had prepared for us. And here we were in this big building. We looked around, there was empty seats around us, and the fact that we could believe by faith that God would fill this place was really overwhelming in a great way. And now we finally had a facility of our own that we could meet in, and not just meet in on Sundays, but also hold events. We didn't know how long we would be here for. We were renting, and the developer could have developed at any point.
And even though it was a little bit scary coming into a place that, it took a lot of faith and momentum, we prayed, we fasted, but we had that coming into that, so we had expectation. And Pastor Dave kept saying the hundreds and thousands were coming, and so we believed it.
It's like when God told Joshua that every place on which your foot shall tread, I've given it to you. And that's just what it felt like. We set foot in that building, and I just had the sense that we're not going anywhere. You can't take this from us. And we were really encouraged through that season that our pastors had a lot of faith and a lot of courage to believe God and to continue to not take no for an answer. And eventually the owner of the building agreed to sell it to us.
Part of that was coming together and having a campaign which we called the Together We Can campaign, where we really involved everybody in the church to be a part of the purchase of our building. Our slogan for the Together We Can campaign was, I'm a part of everybody. And throughout the duration of the campaign, that really was true. Everybody was a part of it. Everybody pledged. So really, the building that we're in today wasn't just a one-time donation from somebody. It wasn't the church just kind of footing the cost. Everybody had a part of it. So that was exciting for us, and it really brought together a sense of community, ownership for our church family. We really did do that together. It really was Together We Can. And so it's an exciting part of who we are.
It was nothing short of a miracle to be able to acquire a building such as this, right in the heart of downtown Vancouver. However, there were still a lot of improvements that had to be made to the facility in order to accommodate the vision that God had given Pastor Dave and Cheryl to reach the people of this city for Jesus.
Yes, I came to the church in 2005 as the project manager for the rehabilitation and renovation of the building. We had a tremendous amount of favor, and of course that was all from God. A lot of our people that we worked with were very surprised at how easily we got things through. We got through problems at the city that they just couldn't believe the speed of getting okays and approval on things. And they just kept asking us, how do you do this? How do you do this? And it was, we would just tell them that it was God's favor on us. We could say miracles because in reality it was that we could get these things done so quickly and easily. We certainly had some different standards for the workers at the church. There was no swearing, nothing that wasn't acceptable to a church, and everybody that was involved in the project was very on side with that. And it was quite amazing to see all these rough, tough tradesmen and workers that were actually enjoying their time at the church and working together and realizing that what the community that a church could create for them. And our membership actually grew during the time we were out of the building, which was an amazing miracle in itself, because normally it would go the other way.
When my wife Michelle and I first attended Coastal Church in mid-2005, we were still meeting in the Terrace and Gas building across the street, now the Fortis building. But we were really excited to see the team of volunteers that was serving with such joy, and we really wanted to be a part of that team. And I love this church building now. I think it's a perfect blend of the old and the new, much like a representation of Coastal Church's vision to take the gospel of Christ and communicate it in a relevant way in this urban setting.
Quite a journey to be on, and just to be part of was such a blessing. And we have so many people that, to this day are still just amazed at how much favor we did have as a church.
And looking back now to 2001, we really see that God really did do over and above all that we could ask or think, and is continuing to do that as we move forward.